Hey guys, Joe Madden here. I'll pick dogs. This is Puckin Crazy. It is Thursday, April 28th. We have 9 NHL games today. Couple of teams, this is their last game of the season. A couple others have games tomorrow. We're going to jump right into these games here in just a second. You'll let everyone get onto the feed. I'm pretty sure we have Tony Brown and Al Ninos in today. So we'll get their free picks in these games. And of course, like always, we will go over every single game on the board today, give you my free picks in them. Now, you guys, yesterday we saw some interesting games for sure. I don't know about you guys. Baseball is still in process right now. Well, day games are on. So I was just checking that Philadelphia Phillies Colorado Avalanche score. I've got the over 7 in that one. We're at 5 right now with the bases loaded at the bottom of the 7th for the Philadelphia Phillies here. And then I've got San Diego in progress as well right now. Top of the 8th, they're 6-4 over the Reds, letting the Reds get a couple of runs there. So kind of sweating out those games. You guys will see me flick back and forth to those scores. If you guys are in the comments here and you have those games going, do me a favor. Let me know if something good happens. Don't let me know if the bad happens because I really need these two to hit today. Now, let's look at what we saw yesterday in the NHL. Again, we have 9 games today. We saw the Winnipeg Jets, who were dead to me, come out and get that win over the Philadelphia Flyers, getting a shutout 4-0 win there. We saw the Montreal Canadiens pull off the upset against the New York Rangers, winning that one 4-3. Vegas did what we all thought Vegas was going to do. They got in a shootout with the Chicago Blackhawks, weren't able to pull it off. So I'm glad we rode with the Chicago Blackhawks on the money line in that one. We had the Arizona Coyotes beat the Dallas Stars, pulling off a nice upset as well, 4-3 in overtime. And the LA Kings. Now, you guys, this one, I was so tired last night. You guys know I've been under the weather and it's just taken it out of me. I couldn't stay awake to finish this game, but we did wake up to the winner with the LA Kings covering that puck line in the game yesterday. There was a goal taken back right as I went to go to sleep where they were covering that puck line. It got taken back 4-3. I was so glad to wake up and see this score of 5-3. Actually, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to sleep with a game on, my phone is on my nightstand, and I think I wake up every probably 5 minutes to check that score to see if we've won it or not. Just can't sleep right until we do. So I knew last night in the middle of the night, but then the realization today that we actually got the win was definitely a good thing to have here. Now, let's look at today's games, you guys. Like I said, we've got 9 games on the board. We have the Buffalo Sabres kicking it off with the Boston Bruins. Now, this one kicks off at 7 o'clock Eastern, total of 6. Bruins, huge favorite here at -303 on that money line, plus 240 if you smell an upset for the Sabres. We will see, I'm sure, an upset tonight. It's just finding that spot where the upset is going to happen. Florida Panthers take on the Ottawa Senators. Now, this totals up to 7. Florida Panthers here at -210, plus 187 for the Ottawa Senators. The New Jersey Devils then take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, the Carolina Hurricanes enter here as a favorite at home. A -238 here, plus 210 for the Devils, and a total of 6.5. The Tampa Bay Lightning take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. We have a total of 6.5 in this one, with the Blue Jackets being the dog at home at plus 220. This is their last home game, you guys. -250 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Washington Capitals and the New York Islanders are playing tonight. The Islanders don't have much to play for, but the Washington Capitals do. Now, they're coming in here as the favorite, at -135, total of 5.5 in this one. These two teams play each other hard and scrappy, so we do have the lower total here. The Calgary Flames then take on the Minnesota Wild. Now, this is at 8 o'clock Eastern, with a total of 6.5. This line has been pretty fluid on the money line here. It was more of a pick 'em earlier. Calgary is now at -115, -105 on that money line for the Minnesota Wild. the Nashville Predators and then take on the Colorado Avalanche. This is at 9 o'clock Eastern. The Predators playing hard, looking to finish up right now going into the playoffs. They're plus 251 here on the money line, minus 305 for the Colorado Avalanche, and a total of 6.5. The San Jose Sharks and the Edmonton Oilers then play tonight as well. And Edmonton has something to play for. They're playing for home ice in the playoffs, minus 332 for them here on that money line, plus a 273 for the San Jose Sharks and a total of 6.5. And then we have the LA Kings coming in here as the dog against the Vancouver Canucks. This is Vancouver's last home game here. Definitely a team that wants to go out with pride, you guys. Minus 179 on that money line. The money line is high, plus 155 for the LA Kings and a total of 6. Now, you guys, I am not seeing a Tony or El Ninos in the green room. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top of the board. Like always, we're going to work our way down. If they come in, great. If not, you guys are just stuck with me. Pretty sure El Ninos will be here. He normally pops in later knowing he's the second guest on. So let's look at this first matchup here. Just checking back to that Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies, you guys, 5-1. We need one more run. Bases are still loaded at the bottom of the 7th. Man, I'm stressing this one. Keep me posted if you guys are watching this. Okay, so the Buffalo Sabres take on the Boston Bruins tonight. Again, 7 o'clock Eastern. We have the Bruins coming in here as a huge favorite. Allmark is confirmed in goal for the Boston Bruins. Now he's 25-10-2 on the season with a 2.51 goals against average. In the last 10, we've seen this Boston Bruins team go 6-4, averaging a 2.5 goals and allowing 2.3. Boston won the last game, and they haven't played since January. That was back in January. Boston won it 4-3. These two teams actually do play tight, although Boston does own this matchup in Boston. The Sabres are 0-8 in their last 8 meetings there. So they have struggled. And while I do think you could lean on the Sabres on the puck line, I don't absolutely love it at plus 1.5. You're paying minus 105. I think the best way to take this game is to take the over 6. We've seen the Buffalo Sabres in their last 10 allow that average of 3.3 and averaging themselves 3.6. So I'm pretty confident in the over 6 in this game. The last 7 meetings, we've seen the over hit in 6 of those. We've also seen the Buffalo Sabres versus the Eastern Conference go 4-0-1 to that over, 5-1-2 in their last 8 road games to that over, and the Boston Bruins go 6-1-2 in their last 9 games in the 4th game of a 4-6 day situation. So I do love the over here. Another way I would look at it, though, is that first period. I think we can look at the first period for the Boston Bruins to come out strong, get the win in the first period for their home crowd here. You can get them in the first period, which they've won their last 5 first periods as a favorite for plus 100. So I love that as well. I think they will start off strong. Thank you so much for updating me with that Phillies game. Now 6-1. We're at a push right now. Need one more run to get that over 7. Appreciate that. I want to say a huge shout out to everyone here in the comments. Really appreciate you guys joining me today. I have El Ninos in the green room, so I'm going to bring him in right away. We'll see which game he wants to discuss, you guys. Hey, Al, how's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Got lots of games on the board today in the NHL. Of course, the NFL draft is going on, and we got baseball going on right now. So sweating out a couple of these games, and I'm excited to talk some hockey with you.
Yeah, sweating quite a few of these games actually right now. But yeah, trying to focus on NHL for the next few minutes.
It is kind of hard. I will say that for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of meaningless games today. But you could take. I think there are a lot of live dogs. I mean, just a lot of teams sitting their best players out, but still overpriced. And one of the teams I'll be looking at that not only sitting their players out, but they sat a lot of these starters out yesterday too, is the Kings. And so they're on their back to back. They came coming off a big win yesterday, but This line is moving kind of fast too, though. But I think Vancouver's in a good spot here. I mean, they're on their home ice with the rest advantage against a team that, as I said, rested their best players yesterday and it's resting them again today. So that's going to leave their bench pretty thin and pretty exhausted. I think the only way to look at this game is to back Vancouver. As much as I like to see my Kings pull an upset off here, my money would be on Vancouver. And yeah, this line, as I said, probably the biggest move today. And opened around -120, -125. I think even shorter favorites than that in some spots, but all the way up to -175, -180 now, and even steeper than that in other places. I'd look for them -1 here, betting the money line and the puck line. Or if you don't like doing that, just take them to win in regulation. They should get the job done.
Yeah, I think you can even be Puckin crazy and take this up to -2 in this game. I think the Vancouver Canucks come out and have a fantastic game. Here, they have owned the Kings in their last 7 meetings, winning 6 of those. And I don't see the Kings coming out with any motivation. Like you said, I see players sitting, and I see a Canucks team that wants to finish the season strong here.
Yeah, they're at home. They want to send their fans home happy too, and why not? As I said, um, they don't need to rest for the playoffs or anything, whereas the Kings are trying to avoid injuries for that. So expect a bigger effort out of Vancouver tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be looking at taking them in that first period too. They've won their last 4 first periods at home. And like we're saying here, it's just one of those games. They have more motivation. Spencer Martin is expected in goal as well, you guys. And he's got a 1.69 goals against average. He's only gone 2-0-2 on the season, but I do think he comes out strong in this one. So I'm liking this game a couple of ways. It should be really interesting.
Yeah, I mean a few interesting matchups, but again, most teams don't have anything to really play for tonight, and yeah, I think this is one of the better bets on the board for sure.
Which team do you think we see the first golfing pitchers by? Because we always start seeing those golfing pitchers hit on Saturday for a lot of these teams. It'll be interesting.
Sorry again.
Which team do you think we see the first golfing pitchers on
Golfing,
Saturday?
golfing. Oh, pictures. I heard
Yeah,
pitchers. Sorry, see, my mind's on baseball.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I don't know. Wow, I think there's a lot of them ready to go. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure. There's a lot of them down there. So yeah.
There definitely is. I think we'll see some great photos on, I'll say photos on Saturday of these guys hitting the golf course, because it's definitely well deserved for these teams too. We've seen a lot of teams just deal with injuries this season, and definitely will have better seasons to come. So let's hope at
That's for
least.
sure. And it should be an exciting playoffs too. I mean, it's a lot of teams. I think that the competition's a lot tighter than it's been over the past years, and although Tampa is ramping it up lately, but still a lot of teams that are looking very good and look like they can beat them this year. So it should be a great playoffs to watch for sure.
Yeah, it absolutely should. I'm so excited for the playoffs. Now, Al, we will be going every day of the week next week. So any day you want to come in, please do. We'll talk playoff pictures and everything that we're looking ahead at. So we don't have to just stick to those games of the day. If you have any futures or anything you want to talk about when you come on.
Sounds good. I'll try. I always try to make it whenever I can, Joe.
Awesome. What do you have for sale for us today over at Pick Dogs?
Well, as I said, sweating my baseball right now. Those all started, but I do have a play in each of the basketball games tonight. So if you were looking for a specific game, go ahead and grab that one. Or if you're looking for all of them, I got them all in the 3-pack. And better yet, get a long-term pass or get them on the 2-for-1 capper specials.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Al. Really appreciate you being here today. All the best in all of these bets, and a good luck in the NBA tonight.
All right, thanks, Joe. You too.
Thank you. Okay, guys, that was Al Ninos. Always a pleasure having him on here. So he's going to ride with the Vancouver Canucks, and he's definitely on point with this bet. I can't see us taking it any other way. The LA Kings are ready for the playoffs, and I think when we look even at the trends, the Kings haven't won. Well, they've won one game out of the last 7 meetings between the Vancouver and the Canucks. The home team is 5-1 in those last 6 meetings. I think we have a perfect recipe for the Vancouver Canucks to really show off for their home crowd here tonight. So personally, I have taken the Vancouver Canucks on the extended puck line at -2. We're getting almost plus 200 there at the -2. If you do it at -1.5, it's a plus 155 right now. So I think it's a great way to go. Also, that first period for the Vancouver Canucks, I love it. They've won their last 4 there, so you can look at taking that. And I can stop sweating the Colorado Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies. We have hit 8 with the Phillies up 7-1 in that game. The only other game I'm sweating at the moment is the San Diego Padres over the Cincinnati Reds. They're up 7-4, the Padres right now. I just need them to hold this lead, bottom of the 8th here. So I can focus on hockey. Let's focus on hockey, you guys. That's what you guys are here for. We have the Florida Panthers taking on the Ottawa Senators. Oh, sorry. Yes, no, we did talk the Buffalo Sabres game already. So the Florida Panthers are coming in here as a favorite at -210. And now in this one, we have a total of a 7. Now this opened at 7, sitting a solid at that number of 7. And I think we can still take this one over. Spencer Knight is confirmed for the Florida Panthers. He's 18-9-3 on the season with a 2.89 goals against average. We've got Gustafsson expected for the Ottawa Senators. Now he's a 5-11-1 with a 3.52 goals against average. Both of these teams have been doing well offensively in their last 10. Florida Panthers, we know they're elite, averaging those 4 goals. The Ottawa Senators have stepped it up, averaging 3.2 in their last 10 and allowing that 3.2. I do think we can look at the over easily here. These two teams trend to that over, going over in their last 4 in Ottawa, and also 5-1 to the over in their last 6 meetings overall. We saw Florida win the last game 4-3 March 26th, but this is one that I wouldn't be shocked if Ottawa actually did get the win here. I'm going to stay off the side. It's just how we're going to see Florida come out tonight, who they're going to rest, who is going to be playing. I don't think there's value to even take them here on that puck line because Ottawa could come out and get the cover. They covered the puck line in their last 7 games as a home underdog. They have more motivation to just come out and play strong over the Florida Panthers team that really is a set in their playoff situation. So don't take a side, you guys. Take goals in this one. I want to say a hi to everyone here in the comments. Appreciate you guys definitely being here today. Now, the next game on the board is the New Jersey Devils taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. And now the Canes come in here at -238 on that money line. If you like them on the puck line at -1.5, you're getting a -110 there. Now, Ranta is expected for the Canes. He's 14-5-4 with a 2.43 goals against average. In the last 10, the Canes have been holding teams to 2.8 goals per game and averaging that 3.5. The home team in this matchup is 9-2 in the last 11 meetings, and we did see the Hurricanes win the last meeting on April 23rd, 3-2. John Gillis is expected for the New Jersey Devils. He's 3-10-2 on the season with a 3.26 goals against average. This team has been allowing 3.2 goals in their last 10 and only averaging that 2.8. But they have covered the puck line as an underdog in their last 5 games, but have struggled against Carolina, 1-5 in their last 6 meetings in Carolina. Carolina is clearly the better team, you guys, and To not take them is a struggle here, but I don't like it. I don't love it. Again, we could see players resting. So instead of taking a side in this one, because who really wants to put any money with the New Jersey Devils? I sure don't. I'm going to take the under 6.5. I do think we see Carolina's defense playing strong. These teams going into the playoffs really do need their defense to show up. I don't see them diving in front of a whole bunch and getting hurt or risking getting injured. But this New Jersey Devils team struggles to score goals. So give me the under 6.5 in this one. This is also the Carolina Hurricanes' last game tonight at home. So I'm just actually interested what their team total is here. And I'm just going to pull it up while we look. Just give me 1 second to pull their team total up. So we have a team total of 2.5 for the New Jersey Devils and 3.5 for the Carolina Hurricanes, but way too juiced, you guys. The over 3.5 is -156. So I am not going to touch that, but I'm glad I looked at that quickly. If it was better value, I would have jumped on it. Now, the next game on the board, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. This should be a really good game between these two teams. We did just see this play out a couple nights ago with the Tampa Bay Lightning coming in winning at 4-1. Elliott is confirmed for the Lightning tonight. He is 11-3-3 on the season with a 2.33 goals against average. In their last 10, the Tampa Bay Lightning have been doing what the Tampa Bay Lightning do, and it's just excelling at hockey. They are 7-2-1, averaging 4.6 goals and allowing only that 2.2. On the season, they've averaged 3.46 overall and allowed that 2.74. They've dominated the Columbus Blue Jackets, winning the last 5 meetings. They're also 6-2 in the last 8 meetings in Columbus. And the favorite has gone 5-0 in those last 5 meetings. But home ice has been an advantage for these two teams when they match up, with the home team going 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. And the Columbus Blue Jackets have been strong as a home underdog on the puck line, covering in the last 4. I think you can look for a Columbus Blue Jackets team that is playing their last home game of the season to really dig hard to try to get this upset tonight. Elvis is expected in goal, and we all know Elvis is a stronger goalie at home than he is on the road. He's 26-22-7 on the season with a 3.26 goals against average. In their last 10, this team has been playing strong defensively, only allowing that 2.8 goals per game, but only averaging 2.9. So they are going to have to come out firing if they want a chance to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning here. I'm going to look at taking their team total over 2.5. I think they get those 3 goals tonight in their last game of the season at home. And I would take them as well on that puck line at +1.5 at -115. I think it's a great value here. They're looking to pull this upset tonight, and in front of this home crowd, they actually could pull it off. So I'm going to sprinkle on the money line as well. I want to say a hi to Pablo here all the way from Vegas. Thanks for joining me. I'm up in Calgary, Alberta, so not too far from you, that's for sure. The next game on the board is the Washington Capitals taking on the New York Islanders. You guys, we got a total of 5.5 in this one, with the Islanders being the dog at home at +115. The Washington Capitals -135. Now, the Capitals need this for playoff seeding, and I think it's the only way to take this is to take them here at, well, you guys, I'm going to be pucking crazy. I'm going to take them on the puck line at -1.5 at +190. I just love the value there on that puck line. If you're worried about this at all, you can take them at -130, because this is a New York Islanders team that won 2 nights ago 4-1 over the Washington Capitals. But I think we see a revenge big game out of the Washington Capitals here. Vanek is expected in goal. He's 20-11-6 on the season with a 2.6 goals against average in their last 10. Excuse me. My dog is under the table trying to attack my foot. In the last 10, the Washington Capitals have gone 6-2, averaging a 4.2 2 goals per game and allowing that 3.1. While we've seen the New York Islanders really allow too many goals in the last 10 at 3.5 and only averaging that 2.7. The underdog has been strong in this matchup, but again, you guys, I think the Capitals have so much to play for tonight. I think they get a dominating win here. They're 9-3 in their last 12 meetings in New York and 5-1 in their last 6 meetings overall. This is a rivalry game. So it should be tight. I do love them here on the puck line. And I think this total of 5.5, even though I think this is a puck line game for the Washington Capitals, which would normally lead me to going to that over. I don't know, you guys. Something tells me that this one could be really tight and we could still see that under with a 3-1 style game. And that's exactly what I think we're going to see tonight. So give me the under 5.5. It will be tight to that under, but I do think we just have to hope for no empty netters happening in this one for the puck line and for the under. I do absolutely love that. It is a good way to take that, Robert. I could see Ottawa pulling off the upset. I like it. Best of luck with that. Absolutely love Vancouver in that spot as well. Okay, the next game on the board here. We have my Calgary Flames taking on the Minnesota Wild. -115 for the Calgary Flames, -105 for the Minnesota Wild, and a total of 6.5. Now, this should be a great game. Calgary is solidified in their playoff spot. Markstrom is expected in goal for them. 37, 15, and 2 with a 2.21 goals against average. Calgary has dominated against the Minnesota Wild, going 4-0 in the last 4 meetings, 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota, and won the last game 5-1. I think, though, the Wild want the win here for the playoffs. I think they're going to dig deep. This is in front of their home crowd. Give me the Minnesota Wild to pull off the win with Cam Talbot expected in goal. 31, 12, and 4 on the season with a 2.78 goals against average. In their last 10, the Wild have been playing fantastically, going 8-1-1 with a 4.6 goals average and allowing that 3. I do think this will be a hard fought battle. I would lean on the under in this one as well. Don't absolutely love it, as we know both of these teams can get the goals. I think the best way to take it, though, is just to take the Minnesota Wild here to get this home win. Now, the next game on the board is the Nashville Predators taking on the Colorado Avalanche. This one kicks off at 9 o'clock Eastern, you guys. We have a total of 6.5. The Preds coming in here at plus 251, -305 for the Avs. And give me the Predators here on the puck line. I'm going to take them at plus 1.5 at -105 on this puck line. And I'm going to sprinkle on the money line. We saw the Preds win their last game against the Colorado Avalanche 5-4, and they have dominated in Colorado, going 10-3 in their last 13 meetings in Colorado and 18-7 in their last 25 overall. We all know there are teams that do dominate over the others, and I think this is one of those games where the Avs are ready for playoffs. The Predators, how they do tonight does affect, I'm not sure if it's home ice, but I know that they are digging deep for this win here. It affects who they play, I believe. I think they're 3 points or 2 points below. I'll look tomorrow and let you guys know where they're sitting with that. But I think we can expect a really solid game out of the Nashville Predators tonight. I think it means more to them. And I think they just have owned the Avs in those matchups. So give me the Nashville Predators plus 1.5 at -105. And I'm sprinkling on that money line. I don't care. I'll be pucking crazy. Take them to try to get the win. And at that plus money, I'm willing to throw some money on it at plus 251 on the money line for the Predators tonight. Hi, Matt, all the way from Alabama. You are definitely far from me down there. How's the weather in Alabama today? And how's the weather in Vegas? I want to hear about all the nice weather in other places of the world. I guess we've got sunshine today. It was -2 Celsius this morning, so warming up to 13 Celsius. If you guys know the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit, I can't think of it off the top of my head. So the next game on the board, you guys, I was just checking the scores for the Padres and Cincy. We've got the Reds catching up 5. They've already got 5 earned runs. We got the Padres at 7. Man, Padres better hold this lead. Okay, the next game on the board is the San Jose Sharks taking on the Edmonton Oilers. This is at 9 o'clock Eastern. We have the Oilers coming in here at -332 here on the money line, plus a 275 or 273 for the Sharks, and a total of 6.5. Now, Koskinen is expected for the Edmonton Oilers. He's 25-12 and 4 on the season with a 3.12 goals against average. In the last 10, the Oilers have gone 7-2 and 1, averaging 3.3 and allowing 1.9. James Reimer is expected for the Sharks. Now, he's 19-17 and 9 on the season with a 2.85 goals against average. In their last 10, the Sharks have gone 3-4 and 3, averaging 2.5 and allowing 2.8. The Sharks have completely struggled against the Edmonton Oilers, only winning 1 of their last 5 meetings. The road team has been strong, and the Sharks have been strong in Edmonton, but I look at that 1 in the last 5 that they've won, and I think that is the best way to fade the Sharks tonight here. We saw their last matchup, the Edmonton Oilers win 2-1. And I think they come out with a big game tonight. I will take the Edmonton Oilers. You know, I don't love the Oilers, so for me to take them here on the puck line at -1.5 at -130, is saying a lot, but I think they come out, get this win. They are fighting for home ice advantage in the playoffs. So I think they need this game. They will play this game hard. So give me the Edmonton Oilers on the puck line. They've covered the puck line at home in their last 4 games, and the favorite between these two is 41 and 17 in the last 58 meetings. We have a total of 6.5. I think we can take that over as well. I know the Edmonton Oilers have only allowed 1.9 goals per game in their last 10. And actually, before I speak too fast, instead of taking the total for the game over, let's look at what Edmonton's team total is here, because I love taking the team total of the team that I am the most confident in getting the goals. Now, Edmonton's team total is 4.5 at +134. So we're expecting the Edmonton Oilers to get 5 goals against a Sharks team that has been allowing an average of 2.8. You guys, I think they can do it. Instead of taking the total over for the full game here of 6.5, I'm going to take the Edmonton Oilers team total over 4.5 at that plus money. I think we definitely can count on them to get it done tonight. The Edmonton Oilers just need to go big into the playoffs, and we know how strong this team is offensively. I think we could prop bet this out with looking at Connor McDavid and Draisaitl to get those anytime goals as well. You probably take them over their shots on goal tonight. With Reimer expected here, he does allow an average of 2.85, but I can see the Edmonton Oilers picking him off tonight as they come out for a big night. So I definitely love their team total over and them on the puck line, -1.5 at -130. It is hot in Alabama, or whereabouts are you? There. Matt's in Alabama. Let me know how the weather is where you guys are. Okay, so the last game, actually, we talked this one, the LA Kings and the Vancouver Canucks. We talked this one with El Nino. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up to the top. We are going to go over all of these bets, my best bets in these games. I will, for each game, I'll give you what I'm liking, and then whichever bet comes out first, that is my best bet for the game. Let me just bookmark this at the 34:48 minute mark so you guys can go back and look at listen, recap. You know what I mean, you guys. Man, I tell you, my words are coming hard today. Waiting out this Padres game. I keep flicking back to see what the score is, jonesing for that TV to go on and watch the rest of this. New York is cold. I'm sorry to hear that. It's cold here too. Let me know how cold it is in New York. One of the places that I definitely want to get to is to New York. I've never been. Okay, so here we are, 35-minute mark. We are going to just do a quick recap, you guys. Again, thank you for joining me here. Remember, if you're looking for my best bets, make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com. They're all over there, as well as all of the handicappers I have here on Puckin Crazy. Now, the Buffalo Sabres Boston Bruins game. My favorite bet for this game is the first period for the Boston Bruins at +100, and then I do like the over 6. The Florida Panthers and the Ottawa Senators, I'm going to just take this easily over that total of 7. The New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes, I'm going to take the under 6.5 in this one. I see a more defensive game. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Columbus Blue Jackets. I love the Columbus Blue Jackets here on the puck line at +1.5 at -115. I also love their team total over 2.5. The Washington Capitals and the New York Islanders. You guys, I am going to hammer the Washington Capitals on the extended puck line at -2 at +235. I think I got it earlier today. I know just on the regular puck line at -1.5, you can get it at +190. And if you just like the money line, you can get it at -130. But I think you're pretty safe going extended in this one. I do like the under 5.5 in that game as well. The Calgary Flames and the Minnesota Wild. I'm going to take the Minnesota Wild here to get the win. And I would lean on the under in this game, under 6.5, as I see both defenses coming out strong. The Nashville Predators and the Colorado Avalanche. I'm going to take the Predators here, +1.5, and I'm going to sprinkle on that money line. I think we can look at an over game in that one as well. The Edmonton Oilers, I'm going to take on the puck line at -1.5 at -130. I'm also going to take their team total over 4.5. The LA Kings and the Vancouver Canucks, I think you can extend this puck line up to -2 as well. At -1.5, it's +155. And I'm also going to take the Vancouver Canucks in the first period. They have won their last 4 first periods. I'm just going to look at what the value was on the first period because I don't remember what I got that in at and what it is now. In the first period, you can take the Vancouver Canucks at +146. But you guys have an awesome day. We have the NFL draft tonight. So you guys absolutely enjoy that. I hope everyone has the best of luck in all of their bets tonight. And again, head on over to pickdogs.com if you're looking for everyone's best bets. But you guys, thank you for joining me here. I will be back tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern for another Puckin' Crazy show. Keep smiling and you know the drill. Let's make some Puckin' money tonight. Bye.